One of the things that students need to be aware of during their interviews is some ethical principles and some general guiding principles that doctors have to have in mind when interacting with patients. The most important of which are trust, confidentiality, and consent. So when asked any questions or when given any scenarios related to these ethical pillars, then it would be really useful to have the basics down so that you can have a basis upon which you can base your answer. So if we were to define confidentiality, confidentiality is in a sense safeguarding that whatever the patient is mentioning within a doctor-patient consultation will remain confidential, will remain secure, and shall only be used for the purpose of the treatment of that patient in the future. So in that way, the doctor is encouraging the patient to disclose any personal intimate information that may have that will prove useful to reaching the accurate diagnosis. So that's confidentiality done. Next, we have informed consent, and in general, giving your consent to something is simply agreeing to proceed with an action. In medicine, this is relevant particularly when examining patients or when suggesting a course of treatment for the patient. So if a patient walks in and he's about to undergo a physical examination by their consultant, then the first thing that the doctor needs to do is secure this consent by explicitly asking them, is it okay if I can proceed with examining you? So by a verbal agreement from the patient's behalf to proceed, then the doctor has secured the informed consent. Now, when we have to do with things that are much more complicated, such as surgeries or more invasive procedures, then these might even require a written consent, which will in advance explain all the risks, the benefits, and all the alternatives that the patient needs to be aware of before agreeing to this or that procedure. So that's informed consent. So having all this in mind when answering questions is really crucial, and it helps you put the patient at the heart of your answers, which is admittedly what admission tutors are looking for.